Welcome back to the efficient walkthrough of Dark Souls 3. We're going to pick up right where we left off. We just finished with the Demon Prince. And now we're going to make our way into the Ring City. So we'll just head straight down the tunnel and use the banner we picked up. Then we'll get automatically transported down into the Ring City. And we'll have a small moment of peace when we arrive, but that'll change very quickly. There'll be a steady stream of in-your-face enemies for quite a while as you make your way through the new area. It's beautiful from here. But they didn't hold a lot back. This is definitely gonna be a tough journey. Alright, so right away there's an item right behind us. Like I said, there's gonna be a ton of good upgrade materials throughout this. Let's continue on the path. There will be an NPC up ahead. I think right past the bonfire then. Or wait, nope, right here to the left, right before the bonfire. So we'll talk to him.
They brought thee here, did they not? Dost thou the gods serve, or merely that role affect?
So you can tell him that you serve the gods, or you can say you're just pretending. The just pretending part, I believe, is the correct answer here. It doesn't matter which one you choose, but if you say I serve the gods, he calls you a liar. So we'll choose just pretending.
Yes, of course. How wouldst one such as thee do service to the gods? I have intimate knowledge of thy kind. I know thy want. The dark soul, is it not? Why else wouldst one deign to visit this dung heap?
He basically gives you an objective.
I would be an ally to thee. If it is the dark soul thou desirest,
So exhaust all the dialogue.
then seek Filianor's church.
So we're seeking the church.
There wilt thou the sleeping princess wake her slumber, a lid covering an overgrown privy.
And wake the princess, and then we'll find the dark soul.
I am a true. If thou art yet to curse the god. Now, if thou yet the.
Alright. So let's light the bonfire. And don't rush up ahead. Off in the distance. Let's see. Off in the distance, there's a giant that's sitting up there. He's a summoning giant, and as you approach the walkway, he summons hundreds of archers that manifest and shoot arrows at you. So we gotta make our way along the right-hand side, behind the stone pieces, the stone walls, whatever you want to call them. We'll make our way through the cover, and then when we get to the circle area, like just past the circle area, we're gonna jump off and go down to the ledge where you can see that crystal lizard down there. So, and then we'll make our way around, go up a ladder, and then get behind him and take him out. I don't know if there's another way or not. If you try and make your way straight ahead and take him head on, I've had no luck with that whatsoever. I get killed by the archers every time, so. Alright. Eat some grass, and let's go for it. I'm gonna run straight to the second set of stones for cover. And then get in real close against them. So they usually shoot in groups of 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. And then stay to this end of it. And kill the skeleton guys that come up to you. If you go to the back end, you're going to get hit by arrows, so stay to the front end of this. And then we're going to run straight across and jump. Jump across, turn around, and go down. And then underneath where we jumped across to, there's some souls. And then straight across, we'll try and get the crystal lizard. There we go. Twinkling Titanite and a scale. Now up the ladder and to the right. Make haste. We're gonna go straight down the stairway for cover. This guy, so he has the arrow guys, but he also has a melee attacker he can summon. And the melee guy is easier to avoid, so, and he's right behind me there. So we're gonna get some hits in on him. And then, oh shit, he's got the arrow guys again. If he summons the arrow guys, make sure to run for cover until he starts summoning the melee attacker. What's he got? Alright, so there's the melee attacker right there. He uses a giant great hammer. It doesn't take 2 minutes to take him out. You just have to stay focused and make sure you're avoiding any attacks that are coming your way. Don't just stand here and spam him with hits or you're going to get killed. And from that point we can go collect all the items. So I'll run back. There is still a few of the skeletons left. Whoa. I didn't ever see him roll like that before. Kind of reminds me of Dark Souls 1 with the like those robot ninja guys, or not Dark Souls 1, Demon Souls. So we'll just collect all the items as we go. There's nothing all that spectacular here. Embers, upgrade materials. There is a set of armor all the way back by the stairs though. So instead of going up the stairs, we're going to go left around the side of the place. All the way to the back is a set of, I believe it's the Ruins armor. Yeah. It's pretty good armor. And doesn't look bad either. I like the chest piece a lot. But it is kind of heavy. And then there's one more item. Well, there's a couple more out here, but there's one item inside the little, I don't know, next to the grave. So grab the hidden blessing out of there. And we'll run around and go back down the stairs that we were using for cover earlier. And now we're going to start dealing with the a new type of enemy. Oh
Many
yeah,
of us are by
and
the
this guy you
fire,
can talk to.
Forsaken, I speak of thine kind and mine. Behold this city. We are kindred, but like two eyes. Fear not the dark, and let the
Basically tells you not to be scared of the dark.
was a wayfaring knight,
And then it will tell you
on an
stories
endless, forbidden search.
of other
Only the
NPCs that
abyss
might sound
granted
familiar
closure,
that have
if
succumbed
not
to the
reunion
abyss
with his beloved.
or the dark.
Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
This guy, or at least similar guys to him, I don't know if it's the same one or not. He'll be throughout this area and he'll tell you stories about NPCs that we have actually encountered throughout the game that have succumbed to the abyss and given in to the dark. Alright, so I'm not sure what these guys are. I think they're kind of like Corvians, but they move a lot more like monkeys, I suppose. They'll be hanging onto the ledges and dropping down. They can throw sunlight spears at you, and they'll shove you and do melee attacks. And there's also ones that carry crystals on them that they don't do any attacking. They just try and follow you, and they cause curse, which will kill you if it builds up all the way. So they're not hard to kill, but when you're dealing with groups of them, they can become overwhelming. So don't take them too lightly. So we got one right in front of us, but up here to our left is one hanging on the edge. And we do not want them to drop down on top of us, because they'll land on our shoulders and do quite a bit of damage to our head. So let's bring him down. Now just continue along the ledge. And before we grab that item, we're going to go in the door to the left to light up the bonfire. Make sure that we're good. We don't want to have to redo anything, and just in case we end up dying for some reason. Because these guys, yeah, nope, see, just like that. Holy shit, there's 3 of them. See what I mean? One pushed me and another got in a really, like, one of the good attacks. There we go. Got 2 purging stones from there. Alright. And the door right straight ahead is the path we want to take to continue on. There's a locked door to the left side that opens up from the other side, which will be a shortcut later. But to the right down the hall, as long as you've been talking to Lap, we get another appearance from him. And also an ember.
Oh. Well, fancy meeting you here. A true blessing that we should seek the same place and find ourselves standing here together. I've got the last of my brew. Let's have our own little toast with it.
Seems like such a nice guy. Down to his last brew and he's sharing
To
it with
my
us.
search, and to your duty, and to the joy that lies before us. All right,
Cheers,
then.
mate.
Bottoms up. Now, I'm off in search of the purging monument. Once I find it, everything will come back to me. Who I was. And what, I don't know. Oh.
Alright, so let's make sure all of his dialogue's exhausted. And we'll continue on. Now we'll go through this door. Let's see. Okay, so there's one of those little monkey guys right to the left-hand side that's going to attack us the moment we walk through the door. So let's see if we can get this drop in on him. And then one that's going to drop down. You can see the curse starting to build up. And notice the crystals on him. This is the one I was talking about that tries to curse you. And my curse defense is not very high, it looks like. I think I'm gonna wear the curse bite ring then. So there's another one that causes curse right up here. He usually runs away though, so yeah, I don't even see him. It looks like he's already ran off. But don't let them fool you. If they're laying around or plain dead, they are definitely alive. And then the one that causes curse ran down here, and there will be one that jumps down off the wall as soon as you come down into here. I got a hollow gem. Oh, and by the way, if you're running a hollow build, this is probably the best spot in the entire game, the entire DLC, to farm hollow gems. These guys all drop hollow gems, and they have a much higher drop rate than the fucking Corvian chanters or the storyteller Corvians. So get your symbol of avarice and your best item discovery equipment on, and you're gonna get tons of hollow gems right through here. But right up ahead, we're gonna run into our first ringed knight. Now we're gonna keep our distance from him and let him do the charge attack. Alright, let's bring him back. So I want him to light up his sword like he did in the very beginning and do that charge attack, and then roll behind him and try and get the backstab in. Also, if he misses the charge, you can roll behind him and just start, well, oh well, there it works. Okay, so you can roll behind him after the charge and do a backstab, or you can roll behind him and start hitting him regular with R1s before he has a chance to turn around, and he'll automatically start blocking with his shield. He's very easy to guard break, and since he automatically start blocking with his shield when you attack him from the side or behind him, you'll get in 2, maybe 3 hits, and you can guard break him and get a riposte in. And it works pretty much every time. I've had a lot of luck with that. So if you want to do a little more damage than just a regular backstab, do some R1s after his charge and guard break him. Alright, so now we got some more monkeys to deal with. We got a curse one right up on top of the ledge here by an item. And then there should be one right below here. And then as we walk off, another one will drop down. He usually will just stay up there, so we don't even have to worry about him. But now we have like one of these turtle creatures. They can do a melee attack where they swipe at you with their hand, but they usually cast a spell that it doesn't matter where you are, it'll start off with a circle on the ground wherever you're standing, and you just move out of the way of the circle. But if you continue to stand in the circle, it'll do dark damage to you. And they do that over and over again, and they don't have to have line of sight or anything. And we're gonna run into a few of them here. Sometimes they can go into their shell and prevent you from doing any damage to them. But if you hit their shell a couple of times, it guard breaks them out of it and flips them on their back, where they are vulnerable at that point. And pretty much any hit will kill them when they're on their back. Alright, so you can take the stairs down, but instead of taking the stairs, we're going to want to go over to the rafters here. And there is, I don't know what you want to call it, a lampshade or a, whatever, a chandelier right below us. So carefully drop onto the chandelier. There we go. And then there's another turtle guy right up there. So we need to run and jump through the doorway onto the ledge. There's 3 of them that you can use. The 3 right in front of me. The other ones don't make it. It's a very short ledge, so. Alright. Now we're gonna kill this guy. And you definitely want to take this direction, because we've got another ringed knight down below, and if this guy is left alive, you're gonna also have to deal with his attacks as well. So grab the twinkling titanite. And okay, so the best way I found to deal with the ring knight below is right by the item, drop down to the ledge that's above the doorway, and then the knight will come over to us and we'll get a plunging attack on it to start off the fight. If you are worried about this fight or need a little more advantage, you can definitely shoot some arrows into him to bring his health down a little more. I love this fucking sword. Alright. Okay. And then inside the circle of pillars there's a shriving stone. There's only one way out now. So we're gonna go out and go to the side. I don't remember if it's right or left. Okay, to the right, and go hide into the gap in the pillars, because we got a bunch of Herald Knights coming. So we're just gonna stay in here and let them. There'll be a couple that walk up, one will go back down the stairs, another one will kind of just go off to the side and just chill. He'll fucking Netflix and chill. They'll hear the thud because he walks up the stairs and then just drops into the gap over on the left hand side of the stairs. There he goes. So after he does the drop, we're usually safe to come out, and we want to go all the way up the stairs to the doorway and talk to a new NPC that we meet. You have to do it twice. So to talk once, nothing happens. I think because she comes over and walks over to us. You might be able to see her feet below the door, but whatever.
Speak
So
thee the name of God, thine own God, if thou canst recall.
I always choose Gwen. I've never chosen I don't know, so
Then thou's not forgotten. Perhaps 'tis why we may converse.
I don't know what happens if you choose I don't know, and I don't want to screw
Son
this
of
up since I'm doing the
Princess
walkthrough.
Matriarch of the church.
This is
They who
Shira.
enter God's name are surely pleased. As the fire.
Alright, let's speed this along before the fucking Herald Knights come back up. She's gonna ask us to take out Madeira of the Dark, and she gives us a miracle catalyst for doing so. Okay, it actually looks like we're safe, so we don't have to hurry along. They don't come all the way back up again. Okay, now this is going to be a tough part. There's what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's probably like 8 Herald Knights walking up and down the fucking stairs, and there's got monkeys all over the place too. This part is difficult, so let's take it step by step. First things first, we'll take out the Herald Knight that's just chilling right here. We'll drop in on his head, take him out in one hit. There's 2 monkeys below. One is a cursed monkey, so we'll take the cursed one out first. And then the regular one next. Grab the items. And let's not be too hasty. We're gonna let the Herald Knight kind of do its thing. You want to use the environment to your advantage, because there's plenty of places to use to drop down on their heads and make this much easier. So we're gonna walk over on the right hand side of the stairs, and we'll take out these monkeys that are coming up. And use the pillars to your advantage as well. The environment is definitely here to help us, so. And while we're up here, let's take out a Herald Knight right now. We're gonna kind of thin them out as we go. When you do drop on their head, it exhausts all of your stamina. Where is he? There he is. Oh shit, he's seen us. God damn it. Alright, let's do this. Ah, shit. Alright, let's see if we can get him off. There we go. So don't take too long to drop down on him. Because, oh nice, I got his armor set, or his chest piece. Because they can see you while you're up here and they're down there, I guess. Alright, anyway, so let's go across the bridge. We've got some moss fruit, which will increase your resistance to curse as well as other elements. And we got a ring knight up ahead. I'm not sure if there's one or two in this area. An easy way to deal with the ring knights that are roaming around, you could put the slumbering dragon crest ring on them, make yourself silent, so you can sneak up behind them as they're walking around and backstab them. So I didn't think that would happen quite yet. Nice, got his legs. And so this area is going to end up being a dead end, and you could already see by the message we are going to get invaded by Alva again. He's the same guy that invaded us before we went into the Irithyll dungeon. So follow the steps up. Now let's see, I think... Yeah, okay, so you can see the red right over there. He's right over there waiting for us. And there's a witch's armor set behind him. So he's guarding that, which is the armor set of... He says he's the Seeker of the Spurn. So he fell in love with some witch or something back in a different part of the game, or a different part of the series. And that's who he's been seeking. And her armor set is behind him. He's actually, from my experience, he's a lot easier right here than he even was back before the dungeon. So let's take him out and we'll grab that armor set. I don't have a lot of tips. Just be aggressive with them. It should be fine. Ah, yeah. And you get the Wolf Ring +3, which increases your poise. There we go. Black Witch armor set. And now we just head back to where we came in at. That is the dead end of this little side path. So we have to go down. Let's take him out while we're doing it. You won't take any fall damage as long as you land on him. But I did not. Go figure. Ah, shit. If you do have to fight him, there's plenty of space, so just back up and wait for the opening. So, like that. That's a one hit. And this combo, wait till he jumps up in the air and then get a charged R2. There we go. Oh. And they also drop dark gems. That's good to know. So they're armor set, chunks, and dark gems. Alright, as we continue down, we have a turtle and a monkey right here to the left. Oh, it's a cursed monkey. I know they're not really monkeys, but that's what they seem like to me, so fuck it. They're fucking monkeys. Alright. So to the right hand side, there's 4 or 5 of the cursed ones in a row in the hallway there. So let's head off to the left hand side first and clear this out. There we go. And get some more moss fruit, as well as another set of Herald Knights that are coming up. You can use this ledge to jump on them. Yeah. Do a running jump and you can get on his head. There's a Tight Knight chunk right on the stairs there, but let's finish this guy off first. Just keep your distance, and as soon as you get an opening, there's plenty of time to attack and move back. You can actually break them out of that. Just like that. Just don't get too close. Make sure you have a long-range weapon if you're going to try and break them out of that combo they do. Alright, it looks like one of the monkeys dropped something, so we'll grab that. The Tight Knight chunk from the Herald Knight, and there's another chunk down the stairs. Alright, so before we go in here, let's eat some moss fruit. I want to get my curse resistance up as high as I can. And of course, because of the way it works, you have to, it fills your gauge up a little bit and then dies down, so you have to wait until your gauge drops back down to 0. Otherwise it'll just keep building up. And the one I'm watching is the one with the skull. Alright, let's get him down. And let's go. There's a whole bunch of the cursed ones in here. There's one right there. And it's the moment you kill the cursed one, the curse it's causing will immediately stop. So if you couldn't tell, I have the curse bite ring on and I ate moss fruit, and I still got about 3/4 full on my gauge. And then up ahead there's going to be a couple of ringed knights. I don't need the curse ring anymore. So we'll go back to strength. So there's 2 knights altogether over here, but if we take him on the far side, we should be able to do it pretty easily. Shit. Alright, so when he does that, he does a leap, dodge, and dodge one more time, and you should get a backstab in. He'll do the leaping attack. Shit. And then do a circular swing, and if you dodge both of those, he's wide open for a backstab. Works every time. Goddamn dirty stinking monkeys. And we get the Ring Knight Spear, which is the spear that has the fire attacks that the Ring Knights have been using. And I will make our way that's pretty much it for the
The
stairs.
dark with learning.
Here's this guy
In the
again.
end, learned his knowledge was wanting. The world began without knowledge. Does not this ring clear? Fear not the dark, and let the
Yeah. Okay. So you can go down the stairs or we can drop down. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We have one more Herald Knight, which we can just skip by. Here, I'll take him out just for the sake of doing it. Okay, so that completes the stairs section. There is one more side path that we couldn't reach at this point, but we will get to it. We just have to go at it from a different angle. Now let's go light the bonfire to the Ring City streets, which is technically where we are now. So we're going to go directly over to the right hand side and along the path against the wall. We pick up the white preacher head, which is an armor piece. It's actually pretty good. It makes you look like those fucking ugly bugs, so. Grab the items as we go. And we're not going to stray too far off the path here. We're going to stay along the right hand side. And we will have to fight one of the preachers right here. So you can be very aggressive until they fly up into the air. And then they have quite a bit of poise. So yeah, so just be very aggressive with them and hit them as much as you can until they fly up in the air, and then you want to dodge out of their way of the attack. And once you dodge the attack, you can go right back into fighting them again, but you can't knock them out of the air and stop the attack that's coming. So up the stairs, got some prism stones, and right inside here we get the bonfire. I'm not gonna sit at it. I have 12 drinks of Estus left. I'm not too worried about it. And instead of going down the stairs, let's drop off the stairs into this area. And I believe there's an item around here. No? Oh, that's right. It's down below. So drop off down towards the wall. Oh wait. Is it down there? No, god damn it. That's what we already got. Alright, I lied. Fuck it. Alright, so now we're in the water area. We're going to run along, go to the left side of the stairs, and we'll start there. And then we'll make our way along the left side of the cliff all the way back. There's a bunch of the little, like the turtle shell guys over here, so we're just going to avoid them. Grab the items. I'm not even going to worry about killing them. There's one item right here, and then we're going to go up the ladder. And once you get on the ladder, you should be safe. And you can talk to homie here again if you want.
Oh, girl, 'twas a comfort. Fear not, and let the...
He was just talking about Cirrus right there. Alright, and we got a crystal lizard right up ahead. Ah, shit. I'm not going down there for it. It can... fuck it. Alright, and then straight across, we're gonna take on the Ringed Knight. There's 2 of them here, so let's try and get them one at a time. Come on. Faster. Faster. Come faster. There we go. Perfect. Do the charge attack. Dodge the spinning attack. Oh, I didn't get up there in time. Here we go. God damn it, you stupid piece of shit. Yeah, when there's two of them, it gets quite a bit harder. Oh, here we go. That's what I was talking about. To get the repost in. Okay, one down. Here we go. Let's see if I get a charged R2 on him. Bang. Try and fight them separately. They are a fucking bitch when they're teamed up together. Alright, so straight across the bridge. There might be a couple monkeys over here, but we're pretty much in the clear after killing off the ring knights. You can take either way around. You do not have to go to either right or left side, it doesn't matter. But go all the way back. Is there anything over? I don't think there's anything over here. Yeah, I don't think so. Inside the room, there will be another ring. It should be the Gold Serpent +3. That'll give us some very good item discovery. I'm going to equip that right away. And then Lap is over here hanging out.
Oh, and here we are again. How goes things? I'm rather running in circles, I'm afraid. I can't find the purging monument. And I've searched high and low. What if it was never here in the first place? Oh, bloody hell. What do I know? Sorry. Seeing you all good and well, I just sort of spilled my guts to you. Just forget it all. Like a good hollow would. Sorry. See, just...
Alright. So now, we need to find the purging monument before we see him again. If we do not find the purging monument, he will go completely hollow and that'll end his quest. So as soon as we find the purging monument, we're going to come back here and we're going to tell him about it so he can go use it to continue on his quest. Let's see. And from this point, we're going to go back to where we came up the ladder and go up the cliff, and we'll fight an invader, a Silver Knight invader that uses that that great hammer that we've seen from the summoner. So just drop down to the rocky pathway. You can definitely cheese her if you if she invades. You can drop down off the ledge down below. Silver Knight Leto. You can drop below to my right here and shoot her with arrows. She is pretty difficult, so if you are having a tough time, just come out here and drop down and shoot her with arrows while she stands on the edge. But she's tough, but she's manageable. It's not like that hard. Oh, she's got some poise. Alright, let's try and do a bunch of rolling attacks. Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna let her attack and then I'm gonna attack. Or not, I don't know. Shit. Alright, I'll stick with that. Yeah, so you attack and then I attack. Goddamn fucking rocks. There we go. I don't have a really good strategy with her. I was gonna wait and just let her attack and then get my attacks in when she was open, but that didn't seem to work. There's a couple of chunks outside the room. And yeah, nothing out here. So we're gonna go back the way we came in, but we're not gonna take the same path. We're gonna drop down the cliff side, and there's gonna be a new ring down there as well. It'll be the Havel's ring. Is it Havel? I don't remember what it's called. It's the one that increases your weight, and it'll be a +3. Alright, so carefully make your way down. That's 3, 4. So on the 4th one down, pick up Havel's ring +3. And then we'll continue all the way back down to the ground. Back where the turtles are. And I'm still not worried about them. I'm just going to run off and continue along the left-hand side. Don't worry about the little buggers for right now. They won't attack. We don't want to get too close to the giant. We do not want to deal with his summoning. He does the same summoning as the one before. Ah, yeah. So the bugs poke their head up out of the muck, and it makes them look like an item. God damn it. Like I said, you want to dodge their attacks. Alright, and then just wail on them. And when the little ones are around the big one and the big one aggroes, the little ones will attack you only if a big one is attacking you. They do spit the webbing out of their butt that slows you down and makes you fat roll. Or actually, no, I think it makes it so you can't roll at all. They drop pale pine resin. I was in New Game Plus and they were dropping champion souls as well, but it's a pretty rare drop, so. Alright, so screw the middle, let's just stay on the left hand side. Now up the walkway onto this building top there is one of the turtle guys. I don't believe there's anything up here. We just want to take out the turtles that we see as we go, as well as the bugs. Yeah, so they drop small souls. On New Game Plus, they were dropping like large amounts of souls, like rarely for me. And continue up along the left-hand side. There should be some more of the turtle guys up here. So we'll take them out. We get the white birch bow up here. It's a new bow that can shoot invisible arrows as its weapon art. The turtle guys can drop upgrade materials. I think they drop either scales or twinkling tatanite. It's a really rare drop for them. Not worth farming them for anything at all, so. And after we kill this one, there will be a white birch tree off to our side. The giant does not shoot arrows at this one. So we'll pick up all the white birch limbs. And we come to them, a few more turtles that are busy praying to this building. Oh, they drop blessed gems. Well, holy shit. I guess maybe they are worth farming. So yeah, heads up on that. They drop blessed gems. I never knew that. It's got to be extremely rare, so I think there's probably better ways of getting blessed gems than these guys. So before we head into this monument, let's kill all the turtles. Because once we grab the item inside of it, they all aggro and come in. And in here is a church guardian Shiv. It is an unlimited use throwing knife that uses FP. So as long as you have FP, you can throw these. And they're not just your regular throwing knife. They'll follow whoever you're targeted to. They turn, and they're kind of like a little homing missile throwing knife. They do very little damage though, so. Alright, and then before we get too far back, we're gonna cross over. So once you start seeing the dead Herald Legion Knights, cross over, do not continue back there. We're gonna start grabbing items and heading back the way we came. We want to light the other bonfire that's in the area before we head to the back of it. The Dragon Slayer armor which is the boss in Lothric Castle, we haven't taken it out yet, but it's the next boss up in the main game, is over there, and it's not as tough as the boss, but it's pretty damn close. He has all the same movesets and everything, so let's make our way along the other side now. We're just gonna continue this circle around, picking up items here and there. I don't think there's any other items in the middle that's close by. Let's see. Actually, okay. I do want to grab... Okay. I know the item that's over there with all the bugs around it is actually just rubbish. It's literally rubbish. So we're going to avoid that. But against one of these trees, I think there is something. So let's see if we can get anything. God damn it. I think there's something against one of these trees that's good. I don't want to disturb too many of these guys. But yeah, right over there where they're all grouped together is the item that is rubbish. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's take this guy out too. There we go. Alright, I don't want to get too close to the giant. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so I guess all the items that are in the middle are just closer to where the giant's roaming around, so we'll just grab those after we light up the bonfire. We don't want to deal with the giant yet. We want to make sure the bonfire is lit so we can use it as a point to come back to it in case we die. We want to have more Estus because we got to deal with 4 ringed knights to get to the bonfire. So we're gonna come a little bit closer. We'll aggro him. The top one will jump off. Ah, damn it. I was hoping to just get one at a time. Alright. Alright, so there. We lost one. Got this guy. When he does the fire attack, he always jumps through it and does a regular sword attack as well. And in case you do need to farm the ringed knights, which I always do, I really like their armor set, and they drop good upgraded materials as well as the covenant item for the area. You can farm these guys right here. After we light up the second bonfire, you can run straight to over here and just take on these guys. Now make sure and watch where we are. I don't want to fall off the ledge. Alright. And spin attack, backstab. So every time he uses his shield and gets that buff, he'll immediately do the leaping attack, spin attack, and then open for backstab. And that's the best way to deal with the guy with the the spear, is to let him do his larger attacks and then get your backstab in on him. Alright. And guard break. Works every time after the charge. Just R1 him a couple times and you'll get the guard break. Alright. Alright, so there's one more ring knight down below. We'll start this off by doing a dropping plunging attack on him. I'm gonna pop a coin. It's got the last one. Might as well give it a shot on getting his armor. I got a Titanite scale, a little bit rarer of a drop for him. And then up against this building, you get the Black Witch Veil, which goes along with the Black Witch armor set. And that's it on this grassy area on the side of the building. We want to continue along the rooftop of the building, along the left hand side. There should be an item on the back side of it here. Get some twinkling Titanite. And then you hear the Madeir dragon in the background. That's the dragon that Shira asked us to take out. So we're gonna drop down onto the rocks. And do not go left. As soon as you step on the bridge, it gets engulfed in flames. But just the bridge part. So stay off the bridge for now. We're gonna go alongside, along the left side of the bridge, and there's another ring knight below. And there should be a weapon down there too. That was a great plunging attack. Or maybe it's their shield down there. I don't remember. There's something good down there, I know that. Alright. Got the arm pieces. Got a scale, and then down below underneath the bridge is the Dragonhead Great Shield. So the large Dragonhead shield that the spear ring knight uses is right there. You can also get the small one, the small Dragonhead shield as well, and that one spits the fire just like the way they use it. Alright, so stay up on the cliff, don't drop back down to the water. And we're gonna go in through the door up here. And open up the shortcut to the bonfire. So this is the bonfire we already lit, actually. And might as well get our health back up. And we'll just go back the way we came. And now we're gonna run straight back and take on the Dragon Slayer armor. We'll take him out and then make our way back to the bonfire through the middle, and we'll grab all the rest of the stuff here. I feel like there's something I'm missing. There is, actually. Let's go back to the bonfire. The Ring Knight straight sword is right over. Is around here somewhere. Did I do it wrong? It's right up there. So that's where the Ring Knight straight sword is. What am I doing wrong? Oh yeah, you just drop off right here. Okay, so before we drop down to the water, you drop down to the lower grassy area. And then up at the monument is a Ring Knight straight sword. The weapon art, and you can talk to this guy as well.
And yet, fear not the dark.
So let's go down into the water. If the giant isn't paying attention, you can definitely run over and grab this. A Preacher's Right Arm. It's a sorcery catalyst. And then just stay along the side of the building here. We can run over and grab the items as you go, but we'll stay out of the middle for the most part. And let's run over to the right hand side where there's land. And then we'll just make our way all the way to the back, where we are going to take on the Dragon Slayer armor. Nobody following us. We're good. Now let's tactics. So the strategy for this guy is the best strategy that I've found after fighting him a few times is to kind of keep my distance from him so we don't have to deal with like combos, his melee combos as much. He'll do his bigger attacks that are like leaps forward and stuff like that. And so he'll cover a lot of ground with a big attack and then leave himself open. So we'll keep our distance and let him do the bigger attacks. And then when he leaves himself open, we'll get 2 hits in and we'll back up again. It's always good to do rolling attacks as well. To dodge, roll, and then get your attack in like that. And we back up. Make sure to watch the edge of the cliff and don't fall off this side. His sword's a little bit slower, so I'm probably gonna get 1 attack in at a time. So do like a charging attack. We roll and dodge, and then to get an attack in. Ah, I missed. Gotta watch the range. What the hell? How did that one miss? Ooh, that was close. Alright, now watch out when he gets ready for a big one like that. I might have to switch weapons. This thing is not doing it. I thought the rolling attack would be pretty good for this fight, but so far it's turning out to be a little bit too slow. One, 2, and 3. Oh, fuck, it still hit me. Alright, 1 or 2 more hits, we're good. God damn. There we go. And after killing him, you get his armor set, which is fucking fantastic armor. And of course there's upgrade materials littered about the area. Now, I didn't do so hot with that fight. My strategy that I use is works much better with a faster weapon. I'm not used to the slower attacks with this thing quite yet. And it seemed like the rolling attack just didn't have the range I needed. It looked like it should have hit, but several times it missed. Alright, so we're gonna go run up the middle and grab all the shit out where the giant is. I'm not gonna aggro all these bugs on the way though, so I eat some grass. Don't want to deal with a whole bunch of things all at once. You can kill the giant. Oh, here we go. Alright, so fuck it, let's go for it. I need to make sure my health is up. Let's grab and go. Grab and go. Shit, dude, that stunned the shit out of me. God fucking damn it. Oh well. Honestly, it'll be easier to get them from this side anyway. So I'm just gonna head back out, make a dash for my souls, grab the rest of the items, and we'll come right back to the bonfire. Let's see, my souls are over there. I'm gonna wait for an opportunity so the giant doesn't notice us right away. In fact, fuck it. Let's put on the silent slumbering dragon crest ring. Maybe I can get up when he's not looking. He won't notice me at all. Here we go. Got my souls. I don't know, where's all the items at? God damn it. Same fucking thing. Let's take some cover. Okay, perfect. Let's go. Fuck this guy. I swear I'm missing something. I don't know. I don't know, maybe that's it. Bullshit. Alright, so let's just make our way back to the bonfire. I don't think there's anything else out there. Fuck you. Like, seriously, fuck right the fuck off. Alright, that's gotta be everything out of the fucking streets. Okay, now we're gonna open up the secret area. So go down the steps to the main entrance. Take out this guy.
I shall partake.
Dude, fucking...
I shall partake.
And while you're standing in the water, you want to use one of the young white branches. You gotta turn into humanity, just like that. and then walk up the stairs back to where the bonfire is, and go through the open door. That's the shortcut. You can only walk. Don't try and roll or run or anything, otherwise you'll come out of the humanity hidden feature thing. And right through the door on the right hand side, there's a chute above, and you just walk up to the chute and a ladder drops out. And we're gonna head up that ladder. And this is the way to get to the purging monument, so we can go tell Lap about it. Don't mind the noise, that's just the dragon flying around. Okay, before we drop down, on the right hand side there's a giant sitting down. You can run up to him and try and kill him, but if you can do it quickly, it'll work out fine. But there's going to be 2 ring knights that kind of are wandering around the area as well, and after a few moments they'll end up together where the giant is. So we're just going to run past the giant with our slumbering dragon crest ring on. And there's going to be stairs right past the giant to the right, and that's what we're going to take. There shouldn't be anything in this immediate area that we're going to miss either, so just run around the right hand side and don't stop. There's a ring knight over there, down the stairs to a ladder. Take the ladder down. There is an item off to the back side over here, as well as a stupid monkey. And there's the small dragon head shield. Here, we can take this off now. I can hear him summoning still, so let's keep moving. Across the bridge, grab the item to the left. And right here is the purging monument. Now we should be good. If you want to cheese the giant, you can shoot him with arrows from back here. But there's nothing up. If you kill the giant, I think you get like a hidden blessing or something like that. So if you do want to take him out, you can. There's nothing else up there though. So we're at the purging monument. Make sure we pray to it. You don't have to do either of these at all. You can heal any hollowing or anything. Let's see. You have not sinned. So I can lift my curse for 9,300 souls. Jesus. No thank you. Purging stone only costs what? 1,500 or something? Maybe 45 at the most, I think. If I'm hollow. Yeah, see, I'm not even hollow. So yeah. So I'm not going to use the purging monument. I just want to click on it and that's it. Now from that, we want to end up on across that gap on that side. You can run from this point and jump across and land on it, or we can just drop down nice and easy across the bridge. So we're going down there. There's a... Oh, I see. So the crystal lizard's over there. So we've already been on this side. Which is good. The lap is in the back over there. So let's drop down right here. And we'll go talk to Lap. Be a direct route to him. I hear him summoning, so let's let the summoning come to an end before we go into where Lap is. Okay. So Lap's in here. Tell him that we found the purging monument.
Did I come here in search of? Are you certain of that? No. Sorry, I know you'd never lie to me. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I'll speed right on over. It won't be long now before I know everything. And I'll have you to thank for it all. Ah, thank you.
So nice, so
I swear
sincere.
upon my birth name that I am your friend. No matter what might come out, no matter what I was, if you would do me the honor, allow me to be a true friend. Always. It won't be who I was, and I'll have you to thank.
He's such a nice guy. Alright, and that's pretty much it. I think that's all the items out of this area. I think the next step would be heading across the bridge to Madeir. God damn monkeys. Anyway, I'm just wasting time now. Oh yeah, and the monkeys also drop lightning gems. So you can farm hollow gems and lightning gems from the monkeys. So yeah, I think that concludes this area. So we'll just warp back to the bonfire. And if you need to upgrade any weapons or take care of anything, it'd be a really good time to head back to Firelink Shrine and kind of get yourself together, try out some new weapons or whatnot. Yeah, so let's warp back to the bonfire. I'm gonna head into Firelink Shrine myself and spend some of these souls before we move on, and then we'll make our way across that bridge, and we'll so we'll run past Madeir first, go into a kind of like a cave area, and then we'll take Madeir out on a bridge and move on from there. All right, see you in just a moment. Alright, so I just went in, well not just, I was in editing videos, and I've just found out that I lost a chunk of the video of me getting, of me running along the bridge, just part of it. So I'm gonna kind of reenact it. I already killed Madeir, so we're gonna use our imaginations a little bit here. I'm very sorry. I can't believe I fucking lost that bit of video, but we'll make it work. I even tried to put the same armor I had on that I was using in the video on this part. So, all right. Anyway, so we just come straight out the shortcut we opened up, and on the bridge. So Madeir is going to be off in the background, and the moment we step on the bridge, he's going to fly towards us and breathe fire down. So we go forward, we get his attention and let him breathe the fire. We would use a red bug pellet, and I got the a flame stone plate ring on as well. And then the moment the fire burns out on the ground, the very moment that it starts going away and you can run safely, take off running. And all these monkeys are going to be dead right here, so you don't have to worry about them at all. And then run up, do not grab this item. you're gonna run into the cave on the right hand side right here. As soon as you run up, this fucking monkey's gonna try and push you, and he'll push you back so you end up in the fire. So run up and attack. Well, see, I still got pushed. He's actually kind of hard to deal with. So just, even if he pushes you, just get into this cave, because Madira's gonna breathe fire a second time as you're running up. And then there'll be an item right on the side of the cliff right here. So come into the cave. If one of the monkeys follows you in, kill it. Most likely to get burned out here. And then once the fire dies down out here again, you're gonna take off running for a second time. Like I said, none of these monkeys are gonna be here. They'll be dead from the fire, so the fire dies down, we run out of the cave. Make your way along the edge of the cliff, and right at this spot right here, you're gonna drop down. And the fire cannot reach you while you're down here. You're in a safe area. Of course, you will have to kill the monkeys now. There it is. I heard some pitter-patter of feet. And you're even safe in this area as well. So when you come up around, he's going to breathe fire. There'll probably be fire on the ground. Even if there is fire on the ground, as long as you hug the side of the cliff here and go in the door, you're completely safe. Don't go walking out this way. So walk into the door and we'll take it from there. And we'll come back after we knock Madira off the bridge, and we'll grab all the items out of here. Alright, again, I'm totally sorry I lost that fucking video footage, but hopefully this works out. It wasn't too much missed. Just avoid the fire and run. Alright. Okay, so right over the broken parts of the wall, or the stairs, or whatever it is, and you can kind of see a red piece of fabric hanging down. We're going to assume that belongs to Gale, because that's the direction we need to go. But first, we want to come around the corner, and Lap is inside the room here, and we're going to talk to him.
Oh, finally, you've come.
It sounds like he's been waiting.
I know exactly who I was. And for that, I've a little thanks to be giving. Go this way and peep past the broken staircase. Some awfully fine treasures just sitting there all alone. It'll change your life.
He's been such a nice guy up to this point. I guess there must be treasure down there, right?
I've much to thank you for. So I'll say it again and again. Go this way and peep past the broken staircase. Some awfully fine treasures just sitting there all alone. What? Don't you believe me?
Alright, and if you can't tell by his squat, you will soon find out who he is. Let's go take a look at this treasure he's talking about.
Every age, it seems, is tainted by the greed of men. Rubbish to one such as I, devoid of all worldly wants.
I fucking love this cutscene.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the way we are. I'll stick you in my prayers. A fine dark soul to you.
Alright. So obviously it's been patches the whole time. And whether you love them or hate them, our paths are intertwined. So, alright, but this is the correct direction to go to get through the area anyway, so he's actually kicking us in the right direction. So continue on and drop down. We'll go back and grab an item. Got a blessed gem. And nothing in the bottom room. As we go up, we're going to get invaded by a Knight of Karim, which is going to be the exact same type of knight that the Aegon is, that protects the miracle girl in the Firelink Shrine. So that'll be up the stairs just a little bit further. We'll come to a chest on the left that is a mimic. So use an undead hunter charm on it. And from that chest, we will pull the Ring of Evil Eye +3. And the Ring of Evil Eye is, it'll replenish your health with each enemy you kill. Taking off all my fire damage stuff. I replace it with black bug pellets. So we'll probably run into some dark damage eventually, I'm sure. Alright, so next... Can we go up and get that right now? Nope. Okay. And the final doorway we come to on the left will have some skeleton guys in it. Take care of them and follow the path up and around. Yeah, let's try and get... go figure. Alright, so do your best to get the crystal lizard. And if you go down to the bottom, there'll be a skeleton guy at the dead end, and we're getting invaded by the Moaning Knight of Karim. So make sure to clear out all the other enemies in the area before dealing with the invasion. There's a lightning gem in the room as well. So he uses the Wrath of Gods with his weapon art, which can knock you off the ledge. So it's a good idea to fight him like in a spot like this where you're walled off from the ledge. But we got to go up a little bit further so he sees us and we can initiate the fight. We'll grab this item, and this got a simple gem right there. And he should be coming down any moment now. There he is. He's not too tough. The only time I've ever died is when he did the Wrath of Gods and knocked me off the ledge. Well, I guess he's got some pretty good hyper armor, eh? There we go. And by killing him, you get the Blindfold Mask, which increases dark damage that you do, as well as the dark damage that you take. It's just like the, what's it called? It's just like the Crown of Dusk that increases your magic damage, but also increases your magic damage that you take, except for it's for dark damage. So we'll make our way up. And drop off again. And we're going to go back to grab Lap's armor set. I think... Yeah, okay, so we got to go back all the way around. because we fell through the floor with that crystal lizard. So go back and drop through again, and we'll come up to the doorway that has the path with the stairs that leads up. And instead of going for the crystal lizard, we're going to go left and go up the stairs, and we should find a bonfire up here at the top. There we are. Replenish our health and our Estus. And let's see. So when we come out, we should be, yeah, so we're going to be fighting Madeir on the bridge right away. I'm going to use a lightning weapon because he is extremely weak to lightning. Actually, what is that? 494. And I do have the Lothric sword. That's 601. I'm going to stick with the Dragon Slayer axe. It has higher lightning damage than the Lothric Knight sword. Alright, this is going to be pretty easy actually. I want to get as much lightning damage as I can, so I'm going to wear the lightning clutch ring and everything. Now run up until we get to the spot where it's obviously cover. We're going to stand in the very corner. He's going to blow fire on the walkway, and then he breathes in deeply, and then he's going to blow fire directly where we're standing. You just run out, attack his hands, and then head back in for cover. Blows fire on the walkway, and listen for him to take that breath like that, and come out and head straight for his hands. You should be able to easily get like 4 hits in depending on the weapon speed that you have, and then just make your way back to the corner. Just do that over and over again. Stay right in the corner and listen. There's a deep breath he takes. And you can literally just walk back there. Like, I'm not even running. Yeah, I didn't hear that breath, so I stayed put. There it is. And eventually, he'll take enough damage to where you can get a riposte in on him, and that'll finish out this fight. It knocks him down off the bridge, down below into like a deep cavern. Shouldn't be too much longer. Yeah, now he's going ape shit. Fucking goes crazy, so we've got to be getting close here. Just stay in the corner and you'll be fine. There's that sound cue. Run out, attack the hands. There it is. Now just run up to his head, push R1, and that's the end of that. Not a single bit of damage taken. This fight is super easy as long as you follow that like that rhythm. Before we get too far, I don't think there's a bonfire up very close. Since we beat Madeir, I definitely want to go back and grab everything. Let's go ahead and light up the next bonfire first, though. Oh, that's right. Okay, so there's not another bonfire that's up ahead. There's a shortcut that leads back up to the inner wall bonfire, so it should just be around in here. Alright, so there's an illusionary wall to the right of the stairs. One of those fucking turtle things in it. Hey, you got another blessed gem. What do you know? Another illusionary wall in that room, and a third illusionary wall after that, where you pick up the lightning arrow miracle. It is a very good miracle, does quite a bit of damage, so highly suggest using that. Let's get this crystal lizard. And now we come along a statue of Gwen, crowning and giving a special item to, I think it's one of the pygmies? Yeah, something to do with the pygmy. And they hold the dark soul or something, I don't know. But anyway, so we come into here. Okay, that's right. And then, so the elevator will lead to the shortcut. But before we even take the shortcut, we're going to drop off the elevator at the halfway point. So we're going to activate the elevator, turn to the right. And we're going to run off it at the halfway point. We're going to hang a right. And there's a hole in the floor that leads to the statue we were just looking at of Gwen. We're going to very carefully drop down because you can miss the statue if you drop off too quickly. And we pick up a Chloranthy +3 ring. Fucking great ring. And then we're going to call the elevator back and go open the shortcut. And I'll warp back to the Ring City Streets bonfire after this, and we'll go pick up all the items and then go back and continue on. Alright, so shortcut open. This was the locked gate when we very first got to the Ring City, the first bonfire past the archers. Now let's warp to the Ring City Streets, right? Yes, the Ring City Streets, then we'll pick up all the items and then come back here. Alright, so up through the door and up over the bridge. Of course, now that Midir's not spraying fire down on the bridge, there is going to be a bunch of monkeys to fucking deal with. I want my revenge on this motherfucker. Fucking cheap shot and pushing motherfucker. Alright. So anyway, and when we took the elevator up and got off the at the halfway point with that doorway, if we would have went left instead of right, that is, it will lead you to where Midir fell, and you can fight him for like an official boss fight. So that should be everything, actually. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, because we got everything down below. But yeah, and I'm going to do that boss fight with Midir, but I'm going to make it its own video. Because Midir is extremely... it's a long fight. He has a lot of HP. He's an extreme fucking tank. So it can last, I don't know, it can go up to 20 minutes or more sometimes, I suppose. So we'll be taking on the DLC up until the point where we get to the final boss of the DLC, and then I'm gonna go take care of Gale and then come back, or not Gale, I'm gonna go take care of Midir, and then I'll come back and do the final boss of the DLC. I'll upload both the videos at the same time, but officially I'll be killing Madeir first, and it'll be its own video, and then I'll be killing Gale, but I will have the fight with Gale attached to this video, so... But yeah, alright, so anyway, so let's, we're gonna head back to the shared grave. In fact, I think I just had a really good idea. So we'll get up to the point where we'll get to the final boss area of the Ring City, and then I'll stop, I'll go fight Madeir, and I'll make the Ring City DLC. So we got the Drag Heap as one video, and then the Ring City is, and then I'll break up the Ring City part that I'm doing right now into two, and I'll insert Madeir at like in between. So this will all be one. I'll do like the big changeover moment where we wake the princess, and then I'll put Madeir in there, and then the last of the boss fights at the end for the final video for the DLC. Alright, so but anyway, we'll deal with that later. So we're gonna continue on back to where we were. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. So I should probably say before we let's take care of this guy, and then I'll talk about it. So we're gonna kill this guy. This is the Ring Knight Ultra Great Swords, the paired Ultra Great Swords. I'm sure you've heard about these. These are some monstrous fucking weapons. They're pretty damn good. And all you have to do is kill this guy and you get them automatically. He is backstab central, dude. Just get in and backstab him as much as you can. If I can actually get one in on him. Oh, come on. That one should have counted. There we go. I broke him right out of his fucking attacks. Goodbye. And I'm not picking it up. You automatically get the Ring Knight paired Great Swords. Very fun, very awesome weapon. They just did a patch today. What is today? May 12th? May 13th? So they just released a new patch where they changed these for the second time. Yeah, it's May 12th. So we just got a patch. I'm not sure exactly the changes they've made to these, but they got nerfed a little bit, and they also got buffed a little bit. They increased their actual damage, but they changed their 360-degree hitbox and their stamina consumption. So heads up on that. And so we're going to pray to the Divine Spear Monument. This is the covenant that lets you be a boss. In order to do this covenant, you have to beat Madeir. So, but we are going to offer it one Philinora's Spear Ornament. Okay. So we give it one, and then we go back and we talk to Shira, and she will acknowledge that we are joined the Spear of the Church Covenant. And I think, so I got one as a drop from one of the Ring Knights, but there is one laying around here, so let's make sure we find that. Okay, so the Ritual Spear Fragment, that's the weapon you can use while you're the boss in during being a part of the Covenant. That's the only time you can use that item. So if you come over to the left side of the door, drop down the cliff, 2 Twinkling Titanite. Oh, I know where it's at, son of a bitch. Okay. Alright, so what I need to explain, since I've been going on and on about when I'm going to fight Madeir and all this shit. So you can summon Shira to help you with the Madeir boss fight, and she does a pretty good job. But she is a member of the Spears of Church Covenant. And if you go in these doors and do this boss fight now, you get your, you piss off all the Spears of the Church, basically. So if you want to fight Midir and you want help, it's a good idea to go do Midir before going into this boss fight, because you're gonna piss off Shira and you cannot summon her if you take on this boss fight first. So I'm going to show you the shortcut to get in for the Midir boss fight, which is the exact same way we got to the statue. We just go the other direction. And there's going to be the covenant item that I already had and gave to the shrine. So make sure to grab this and give it to the shrine like I did. And then we're going to head back and talk to Shira at the door at the top of those stairs. Oh shit, they go the fucking wrong way. Damn it. Sorry, I don't mean to make things complicated here. Alright, so we're going to the left. There's an ember, and let's see. The statue that does not have a sword is an illusionary wall. Go all the way back. Go past the hole, and right here is a spear ornament. Now take... Well, I didn't mean to do that, but that's actually kind of cool. And if you take the ladder down, that's where we can enter the boss fight with Midir, but more on that later. So let's head back out. Take this route out. And give the covenant item to the shrine. We have to kill Midir first, and then go talk to her, and then she'll give us a titanite slab. I thought we got it for knocking him off the bridge, but I guess not. So grab the covenant item and give it to the shrine, because it still makes a difference with her. But you don't have to go talk to her until after you kill Midir. So that's going to be next up. If you want to fight Midir, it's completely optional in this game. It doesn't change the outcome of anything in the story or cut you off from anything, except for becoming a full member of the Spear of the Church Covenant. And if you want to get summoned in and be the boss for the next fight, as many times as you want, not just for the next fight, but like the next fight we're going into is a fight where a regular player gets summoned in that's around your level, and you have to fight that player along with a painted guardian, and that's the boss fight. So if you want to join that covenant and do that, you have to kill Midir. But it is completely optional. It is a long, hard fucking fight. It's worth it though. It's fun. I mean, I don't know. It's a big dragon. It's a bitch of a fight, but it's Dark Souls. That's what we're here for, right? Alright, so anyway, if you need to do any farming, if you need any items or weapon upgrades, if you need souls, if you need to level up, now is the time to take care of all that before you go into the fight with Midir. Because if you're going to be upgrading and leveling up, you might as well do it before going into that fight, because it's technically one of the hardest fights in all of Souls games. So heads up on that. I'm going to head back to the shrine. I'm going to spin the souls that I have, and I'm going to cut this video off right here, and then go fight Midir. That'll be its own video, and after I beat Midir, I will finish up the DLC with the next video. We'll take on the Covenant of the Church. We'll get all of Shira's gear. We'll fight Shira. We'll take on the last boss. We'll get some more slabs. Yada yada yada. Alright, awesome. Thanks for watching this. Hopefully I didn't babble on too long. Hopefully I didn't lead you in the wrong direction at first, because I was totally wrong about talking to Shira right away. But we'll get this. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And a fine Dark Soul to you.